y'all? This is episode 118 of the Homeroom podcast. How y'all doing today, Frankie and Sean?
I'm good. I'm good this week.
I am all right.
Man, I'm doing good too. I just got in to South Carolina, after dodging a tornado warning watch, whatever it is. I had to drive through like the country. Okay, like I was where I thought, like, honestly, bro, I felt like something was gonna happen to me, man. But somebody like started like sliding over into my lane and was like rolling down their window, like, and I'm just like, what are you? No, like, because it was a one way, it's one road, it's one lane road, one going that way, one going this way, and like I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, this is scary. Like, I was scared, honestly, but they kept like they kind of slowed down, like as I was driving off, and I just sped up, hit the curve, and just I'm like, I'm gone.
Oh,
like, this is like I have 18 miles to go. I'm like, they not gonna catch me.
Oh,
the only thing that's gonna catch me is the police or the tornado. That's it.
Yeah. I'm just getting ready for next week because headed out to Florida, so that should be exciting on that one. Doing Orlando and Tampa. So
I like both of those cities. Both cities are fun.
Yeah.
Okay. This right here, this 7 Moon Red Blend, that's really good. Okay, y'all, hold on. Wrong camera. The camera's right here.
Oh, I'll keep that in mind. 7 Moon.
That's very good.
7 moons.
I don't have don't judge me. I don't have cups, okay? I just got here. I don't have cups. I'm poor. Okay. Donate. Donate to the stream. Need help.
Oh man.
With that said, like, comment, and subscribe if you're listening on any platforms, whatnot. So anyway, do y'all think there'll ever be a bigger star than Michael Jackson?
No.
Comparatively, no. I'll
just straight no.
Let me explain why I said no. Go ahead.
Oh no, I think, and this is just me. Compared to his peers, no, but a star, like as a star well known like that, yes, I think we have a couple of people that reach that realm, but not compared to his peers. So that's a wishy-washy answer right now.
So the reason I say no is because so I want to say I was maybe 2 when MJ was like really popping, because I was like, that would have been 1989, and I still remember as a kid being so into MJ as a 2-year-old, right? But also to add to that, I sometimes go on YouTube and watch his concerts, and this man like would just step into arenas and people would pass out. Like, he wouldn't even start singing. He would step in the arena and they would pass out, hit the ground and pass out. And I don't think I've ever heard of course, there have been other concerts that people have gone to and passed out, but I have never heard of anyone who has had that impact like that ever.
Yeah. So hold on, let me hit this button. Yeah, so now I can share this photo. So like this I'm gonna read this and then I'll go into like my little piece. Magic Johnson urged Michael Jackson to come to a Lakers game, and he reluctantly agreed, even though he didn't think fans would let him watch in peace. He was right. This is Magic Johnson quote. He was right. He sat down. People went crazy. We had to stop the game to get him out. And that's beat variety.
Who else? What other star do you know has had that impact?
I ain't ever seen that. Beyonce sit at games peacefully.
Well, I think it's also it's a different time, and that's why I preface it with comparatively to their peers, because I'll use an NBA analogy. Everybody's like, Michael Jordan is the GOAT because if you look at the competition at this time, there was no one close to his level. LeBron is, I guess, the GOAT of this era, but there's more people towards his level because there's more disparity, or there's more not disparity. What do I want to say? But everything's a lot more even, and I think that's the thing with Michael Jackson. I don't think anybody's going to reach that solar height at like what Char said because of that. But part of the reason they're not going to reach that is because there was a Michael Jackson. So now there's other people that are, and I can say that with his reach and just popular, because I know Taylor Swift, she has concerts and people freak the hell out. And there's people, because I was at Staples and people were passing out at Staples because of not when she walked in, but because they were there and everything else like that too. So, but she's never going to get that hype of Michael Jackson because there's other people who are pretty popular nowadays as well. And it wasn't the case with Michael Jackson. And I am by no means saying that Taylor Swift is in the ballpark of Michael Jackson. I'm just throwing that out there because I know Taylor Swift, especially out in LA, she's sold out she sold out Staples Center like freaking 10 times in a fucking row.
Okay.
I do want to add to what something that you're saying though. I agree. However, I do think there are certain stars that can be comparable across all eras.
Yeah.
And the only reason is because their music is timeless. Like MJ is one of those people, like there are babies to this day, like 2-year-olds who just turned 2 today, who know MJ and go crazy when his song comes on. Like that's pretty impactful, right?
No,
so I think that there won't be another star as impactful as him, even for generations and generations to go.
Oh yeah, no, impact is. I definitely agree with you on impact, and that's what I'm saying. Like impact wise, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people that hit that will reach that. But I'm saying just as in, I guess how big they are. I think there will be, or there already has been. There's just, but now like stars now, especially because of the different ways to get freaking popular. So it's almost diluted for a better term. Like it's almost diluted. So people they see people out here now and they're like, oh, like for basketball games, people go out and see games and it's like you go, you know how it is smooth. Like we go down to freaking Staples and you see like 7 different stars.
Yeah. So my thing with nobody touching MJ, like one like. I've never seen the type of reactions that he get, like even comparatively of people in his generation. And people were crazy over Prince. People were crazy over Bobby Brown when he was hot. Whitney Houston. People were mad crazy over Whitney Houston. People went crazy over Mariah Carey. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson be doing things to people too. Like she might be the only person that's up there with him.
Excellent.
Like, still to this day.
I'll throw one out.
I watched a grown man like almost break down into like a baby because he was at her concert and she touched his shoulder. He broke down. He was like, oh, like, I've never seen that from a grown man. I'm like, this man 48, 50 years old. He over there, like he a little kid. But go ahead, man.
Yeah. Oh no, I said because you're naming people Elvis.
Oh yeah.
Elvis okay. Elvis was up there.
And that's what I meant. Like when I was throwing people out there, like I don't think right now there is someone who, especially consistently, because MJ plateaued up like that too. It wasn't like a peak and then like that. He plateaued up there, so he was up for a while. I don't think there's a star out there like that, but I can't say there won't be someone as big, especially with all the different ways to get famous. But impact wise, especially in music, I don't think he's going to be touched for a while because it's him.
Oh yeah, no.
Like most of these new artists, to caveat on that part, most of the new artists are just stealing old sounds anyway. Yeah. They're sampling and all that. So they're not even really, to me, like they're not even as artistic as they could be. Like there's some artists, they're up there and they're like legit artists. They're creating from scratch and making beautiful music. I'm not talking about them. We know who I'm talking about.
No, yeah.
And then two, like MJ like got up to the peak and stayed, like I think the year before his death, he was at court dancing on top of a car in front of hundreds of thousands of people that came out to support him outside the court case.
Yeah.
No,
I just like, honestly, sometimes I will watch his YouTube videos and wish I could just like be in his presence because you can feel it just through the videos. Like just watching the videos, you can feel his impact.
I would definitely say that because when I was younger, I went through my stage of I didn't like Michael Jackson because I'll tell you why. Because I was watching something on TV for him, and at the time I was feeling sick, and that's why I was watching TV, right? And then I saw what Charles said, people were passing out, so I equated Michael Jackson to making me sick. That's how powerful MJ is. That is how powerful MJ is.
That's cute.
No, but like I said, like Shar hit it on the head. I think impact wise, I don't think he's not gonna be touched for a while, and I can see people not surpassing him impact wise, especially in his sphere. Mm-hmm. But I think honestly, right now, there's too many different ways to be a star that I think even if you're looking by numbers and dynamics. And I think we could go at it. We could probably find someone who has passed him in a certain way. But I like Shar's answer too. Like impact wise, I don't think he's gonna be passed, at least not for a while, if ever.
Nobody's gonna have everybody moonwalking like that. Like Thriller shoots up to like #1 every Halloween. Thriller becomes #1 every Halloween. Like the only person that has a dynamic equivalent of that is Mariah Carey with Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's another one.
And Mariah Carey has Christmas.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you just said another one with a huge impact later down. But I think because she's in a more diluted field, she doesn't have the impact. Because I think if you move Mariah back 10 years, I think she would have had that MJ impact.
Yeah. It really still amazes me that there's so many kids, like young kids, who are obsessed with MJ. Like we were when we were kids, and we were kids like 27 years ago, right?
You were obsessed. I was running from him. He made me sick.
But my point is the fact that like these babies are coming out of the womb obsessed with MJ to this day. That is like who else? That's crazy to me.
It shows how good him and his team were. Really does.
MJ stuff is so crazy because like, dang, what was I finna say? Crap, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. It always happens to me. I always end up forgetting what I was gonna say. No, but like nobody. I think what makes his impact so crazy is because he not only danced with perfection, he had perfection on his records. He was a philanthropist and was doing all these good things out in the world. He was singing about climate change before it was cool to sing about climate change. He got a whole song called Earth Song. Earth Song is like 9 minutes. And he's just screaming at the end. Like, it's just 4 minutes of him going, ah! I'm like, what?
And then he was singing about they don't really care about us. And then they were like, look at the man in the mirror if you want to change. Like, his catalog is just amazing.
His catalog is deep, and he branded himself before it was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think that's... Which is why I said I think part of the reason there won't be an MJ is because of MJ,
and because people don't brand themselves like that. Like when I'm really thinking about it, like a lot of artists,
especially black artists at that.
Well, they do now, but I think it's more subtle because of what he did. Because it's like when you're, and not even like the first, like when you're, and I'll do like Apple, because I don't think he was the first person to brand himself, but the way he branded himself, like when Apple does something, and you hit it on the head too, Smooth, because you said it with perfection. When Apple releases the feature, they release it, with the perfection, with the intuitive interface. So that's what they do, and that's what he did. So he did it with perfection. So that's why you kind of didn't notice it until later. And you're like, oh, he branded himself, he did this. So people, they can't do it to his extent. And I think that just shows how far ahead, and like we said, with his lyrics, what he was doing, his causes, but also how he branded himself. It shows how far ahead he was of the competition.
Okay, so one more quick question for you. We're gonna move on to a different topic. Do y'all feel like I think because of accessibility, because Michael Jackson was only accessible when he made himself accessible, that also was why he was so impactful?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna say no, because how do I put it? I think that MJ was just one of those people. It wouldn't have mattered if he was open with that or not. Like, he just has a presence about him that it doesn't really matter. All that other stuff, it doesn't matter when it comes to that kind of star.
But I'm gonna say this though, like tell me what you know about MJ the person though. Like everybody knows him as the artist. You don't really know him as a person though, like that.
Well, I mean, I know that he was abused as a young boy. I know that his dad was very controlling. I also have watched the Jackson 5 movie like 100
No,
times.
I'm talking about his personality. I'm talking about what he put out there of himself, his personality wise.
I will no, because I think because how controlled he was, and even with the states and everything, and especially because of the time period he was in, where everything wasn't on social media. Because I'll put it this way: I remember going to Magic Mountain out here in LA when he went to Magic Mountain just as a person, just like no concerts or anything. Just he was going with him and his family, and people flew over there because they heard word of mouth, because just and just to try to get to him. And I think even now in these days, when you see, because everything's out and we know more about people and how they are, so you're able to make a decision about them. So so like for all intents and purposes, we're behind the curtain. And I do think that added to popularity of the older stars as well too. So I kind of see the point that you're getting. And I think so it's part of it because music wasn't as accessible as it is now. For concerts and everything like that too. So you had to go see him in person to get the concert experience, and then we weren't behind the curtain, which is why parents, that even with bad rumors, they were taking their kids to to his house and everything, because they wanted that interaction with Michael Jackson. So I do think that added to his mystique and made people want to get to know him more.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so moving right along. So our favorite person in the whole wide world can't seem to not control herself, like in embarrassing our true favorite person in the world.
Oh
because
man,
he was so great, so loved. He couldn't do anything wrong, and now it seems like his whole world is just crashing down. And Jada refuses to let it be better.
You want to show him
I was just gonna read it, honestly. I was just gonna read it because it has a bunch of extra stuff too. Let's see. Jada says, so this is a statement from Jada. Okay. She said Will Smith spoke and she knows. Okay. Anyway, that's not part of it. Her quote is, "It was in the heat of the moment and it was him overreacting. He knows that, she knows that." So this is a statement by her PR person, because you don't speak about yourself in the third person. They are in agreement that he overreacted. Jada also said that she is not a wallflower, nor one of those women that needs protecting.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Quote.
Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus.
End quote. End quote.
End quote. There's a lot to unpack here, Lord Jesus.
Yes. So whoever wants to take the first stab at it, I could.
No, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna pull this up and analyze because there's certain words that are popping out that are triggering, excuse my language, the fuck out of me. And I need to address this. So
I am just gonna say, while you go and unpack that really fast, that this is fucking stupid. Because there's so many different things she could have fucking said. And the thing is too, no, and it's the thing is, because I said in the beginning, while I don't agree with the slap and how the Oscars handled it and freaking how everything that went down, and so I am even more upset about this because, and it's not even about supporting your man, and I say this one, she doesn't empathize with him. She was like, the moment is overreacting, not like, hey, even though I didn't ask him to do this and I don't agree with it, I really understand why he did it. He thought that he was protecting me because of something that's serious for me that Chris Rock might not have known, and we were handling it. We're handling it internally ourselves. That would have been a better statement than what she gave, because there's a way to empathize with your partner and having their back while still saying that they were still saying that they were wrong, and this statement has none of that here. And that's what we're talking about earlier, which I said I get why she felt that she had to put out a statement, but it's a wrong, stupid statement.
Wrong.
But there's people that are still going to grasp. They're going to grab the two things. She doesn't need protection, and she didn't make them do it, and they're going to be like, all right then, because like the same reason why there's people out there that they're defending Will Smith about the slap because of whatever reason, even though that it was wrong. There's people that they're going to defend her because she's wrong, even though she's wrong because they heard what they want to hear. So that's why I said she brought a stupid
let
statement.
you unpack, and then I'm going to go on my rant.
Yeah.
All right. So there are some words here that stand out to me, and I got a problem with. So I'm gonna dissect those and then tell y'all what I think about all this. First of all, it says it was him overreacting. So, as a wife to the man who just defended you, even though he may be wrong, the whole reason that you marry someone is to be on the same team and be on the same page. So the fact that this sentence says it was him overreacting is putting the blame on him instead of supporting your husband as his wife.
No empathy.
First problem.
That's what I'm saying. No empathy. We're on the same thing.
The second problem here, they're in agreement that he overreacted. That seems like I'm just dissecting from what I'm gathering here. From going from, and it was him overreacting. They're in agreement that he overreacted. It seems like she pulled him to the side. Like, look, what you did was wrong. I don't support it, but obviously the public is upset. But just because they're upset does not mean that I'm going to stand behind you. But I do think that we kind of sort of need to come to agreement on something to make this sound a little more believable. You know, like I'm not buying that part that they're in agreement. I feel like she told him they need to say that.
Okay,
and then,
so real quick, I just want to say, really, what happened was she handed him a statement and said, "This is what you're gonna say." Like he woke up with that and a glass of orange juice. His statement and a glass of orange juice.
I don't think he got orange juice.
What he's saying.
And then it goes on to say, Jada also says she is not a wallflower. Like, so now you're diminishing your husband even further.
Mm-hmm.
Nor one of these women that needs protecting. Now you're now telling us, oh, what he did was out of line. I don't know why he felt like he had to defend me. I didn't need saving. Like, what fucking wife does this? What wife that really loves her husband? I don't care. Like, the whole point of marriage is you can do some fucked up shit to really make me mad, right? I'm going to defend you and stand beside you when it comes time. I might cuss your ass out behind closed doors. Nobody's gonna know that shit. But when we come out, we're coming out together on the same exact page. I am not about to be with you and say, "Oh, I don't need saving. I don't know why he did that. He didn't need to do what he did." Like, what? There's so much wrong with this entire state. There's so much wrong, and all I'm picking up here, and you know, the last podcast episode we had, I was all about protecting the Black woman. I still do believe in that. I was all about protecting your wife. I still believe in that. But now to hear her side in this, it's just coming across as very narcissistic, very, oh, let me, you know, not really have any parts in this, but I kind of need to have parts in this. And I just, go ahead, because I'm
empathy. Like, that's why I said, even like she couldn't even, before I let you go, Smooth, and I was alluding to earlier, she couldn't even make a statement right. Because like I said, there's a way to apologize for the actions and empathize with your husband and understand. And she did not even do that. And
we're sure that this shit is real. Like, this is a real statement.
This is real. This is 110% her.
Yeah. So and that's why, like I said, Smooth, like I earlier, but before I let you go, I get why she made a statement, but it was still the wrong statement. And now I guess now you understand me more when I put it the way I put it now, instead of just saying, hey, because there's no support in that statement at all to her husband, and there's no empathy, there's no understanding. She, like Shar said, it's all his fault. It was him, not me, and he's wrong. And I know he overreacted, and I don't need protection anyway.
Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so real quick. Hey, look, I need y'all undivided attention. Will, get a fucking divorce. For the love of fucking God, get a damn divorce. Okay, it is time. This is the mountain of evidence has piled so high, it's falling out of the evidence room. Okay, it's in the courtroom on the floor, it's out in the streets. We all can see it. For the love of God, this is stupid. Okay, she don't love you. She don't support you. Okay, she wants Tupac. Okay, but that nigga dead. So guess what? You can go drop her off at the cemetery, and your ass can go on with your life. Okay. You know when you look like you were happy when you were doing all the movies with Margaret Robbie, you looked happy then. You know what I'm saying? You look happy when you're doing that other shit with the other woman. I forget what movies you had going on with her. You look happy then. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do Will Smith stuff that makes you happy. You are the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You are the Man in Black. You are Bad Boys 2. You are I Am Legend. Okay, you have so many franchises behind you. You literally y'all stardom isn't even comparable. Okay, like you're in a different level than her. You can leave. Okay, if she gets half, fine, she gets half. You can make that back. Go make Bad Boys 4. Go make I Am Legend 2. Go make whatever other thing you're doing, and then do Fresh Prince, and then keep the Fresh Prince going. The people love that. You good, baby. Leave her alone. She's a narcissist. She laughed when you slapped him. She loved it. She enjoyed it. But then when people started calling her on her shit, she felt bad. And she's like, oh, I got to protect myself again. Again, she already gave you the signal to go slap dude, and you did it. You stood there. You tried to be a non-simp, and now you still look even more simpish. Leave her alone. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Get a divorce. Divorce.
Oh, but speaking of that, I just want to throw you on there. I guess Jada was really, really threatened by Margot Robbie.
Threatened? Yeah, because Margot Robbie bad.
Yeah. But anyway, we could go on to the next subject because
you should have pumped her full of kids, man.
Because
that's a wild statement.
I would have.
I would have.
Margot Robbie.
I would have left it in.
You know what her nickname is?
What?
Black Man's Kryptonite. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, she is bad though. Like Margot Robbie is bad. Like I'm gonna give her all her props. She is bad.
Oh man,
she is bad. Like, man, her scenes in what's that called in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So.
Oh, my chair is like squeaking like crazy. This little chair is dying.
Moving on from that. Shit.
Yeah. So, does anybody have anything they want to add to Jada?
Nah, because we'll talk about Jada all day. We already said it. She's toxic, narcissist, no empathy, no anything like that too. I understand why she had to make a statement, but it was a stupid ass statement.
Okay, cool. So, moving right along. We're moving into more controversial territory, all right, with Megan and Tory Lanez part 97, okay? Because this has been going on for so goddamn long, okay? COVID started and ended, okay? We coming out of COVID and we still dealing with this. This should have been settled a long time ago. But so how do y'all feel about you know what? Should I tell them the information first?
Tell them the information.
Yeah, I need an update.
Okay, let me go pull this up because there's so many. Okay, so yeah, so here's the this is via the Shade Room, right? So DJ Academics or whatever put out some information saying that Tory Lanez no gun residue was found on his hands when he shot the gun. Like, well, he didn't shoot the gun. Well, there's no proof. Allegedly shot the gun. There's no gun residue on his hands. However, there's gun residue on an unidentified female, but we can all just assume that is Megan's friend. I don't know what her name is. However, Lane's lawyers. Okay, so anyway, here's what matters. So this is via Nacy Dillon. She's a reporter covering the case. So Holly confirmed the swab on the gun came back inconclusive with 4 contributors, while the magazine swab excluded Lane's. If DJ Academics had seen the document, he presumably would have got it right. Holly said in court. So no gun. It came back inconclusive with gun for Tory Lanez, and then there was no gunshot magazine. There was no residue on the magazine for him. Like it was excluded him. So there were 4 contributors, but it wasn't him. Tory Lanez DNA was not found on the weapon in the Meg Thee Stallion case. Yeah. That's another quote. But that was via DJ Academics. Tory Lanez did, however, get his bail increased to $350,000, an increase of $250,000. He did post bail and he's out. His father is waiting outside the courtroom. This happens all the time in the courthouse. So basically, he violated the protective order and tweeted towards Megan, not directly, but he did say some tweets that can be assumed that way. So she did tell him to stop using social media, mentioning the case and Megan, period. So we will not be hearing any more from him. But tell me you guys' thoughts on this latest development and Chapter 97.
Just needs to end. It just needs to end. I mean, there's just so much to keep track of, and it's funny where it's funny because there's evidence that kind of like excludes him for stuff, or it's in his that's beneficial for him. And I guess in the court of public opinion, he's losing because he can't get off the Twitter machine. Because all I knew about it was that he was going back to jail for violating a protective order. And it's funny because these days we read headlines and all people say, oh, back in jail, arrested in the courtroom for violating a protective order. They're like, oh shit, what did he do wrong? And when you say violated a protective order, they're like, oh shit, did he assault her or stuff like that? Mm-hmm. And so I mean it's like he brought it like on himself, but it just needs to end. Like honestly, sometimes with these cases, I wish a lot of them they just went behind the public eye and not go over and over and over again. But like I said, it's dumb and it needs to end.
Sure. I agree. That's basically my thoughts. It's dumb. I'm sick of hearing of it. I've been trying to. I kind of tuned out once I don't know. I had seen something a couple months ago about maybe he didn't do it. I don't know. It's being dragged out to me.
Mm-hmm. So my thoughts are, if Tory Lanez is found innocent, one, I'm blasting his track. I think it's track number 6 from his Daystar album. I believe it's track number 6. Hold on. I want to know exactly what this track is. But also, Megan will be done. Like there's no way she's gonna be able to spend that at all.
Yeah, she will.
Okay. You know what? You're right. She will be able to spend. However, it depends on how much Tory wants to drag her. Because if he's gonna have the whole public support back on his side. He was proven innocent.
I know. I think because it drug out so long, people tuned out and they know what they heard last. Because look at Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Like Johnny Depp was cleared innocent, everything like that too, and Amber Heard was already out of her marriage, starting an Aquaman film, was doing that, and people were like, well, even if it's like false claims, whatever, like that too, and she's fine. And I think that because
I don't think after this new lawsuit though, Amber Heard will be fine. But I will say though, with Megan and Tory though, like hip hop is different. Like the rap culture is a bit different. Like she's gonna be looked at with that stigma forever as the girl who cried wolf.
No, I get that, and that's
to
Amber
the nth
Heard.
degree.
No, but I'm saying, but that's Amber Heard as well too. But the problem is, and especially in the public opinion, the longer something gets drug out, and then people tune out, and you know, and it's so even when, like I said, because even if Tory Lanez is found acquitted of everything, you know, and if that happens, he rightfully should. He'll be deemed good, but people, they always have that stigma, so it's still going to hurt him more, and then she's not going to be drugged down as far as she needs to be, especially if she's making up charges and crying wolf. But I'm just saying, in today's society, with people's short attention span and how long it goes before people are tuning out, and like I said, even today, like the evidence of him, of stuff that's going to exclude him from being convicted is buried behind a protective order that he violated.
Yeah, that's
true.
The headline could have read completely differently if he hadn't violated.
And I think,
I agree.
Yeah, and that's what it is. So I think as more people tune out and everything, like I said, I think she'll take a hit, but it won't be. But she'll be able to rebound. Unfortunately, him on the other hand, even if he's innocent, the hit that he took, he's not going to be able to rebound as high or as well.
Man, and that's so unfortunate, man. That's so unfortunate. Like, man, all I know is I'm gonna spend a good amount of time dragging Megan if she's like, because I think the difference between Amber Heard and Megan Thee Stallion, and it's quite obvious, is Amber Heard is white.
Yeah.
Megan is black. Like I think it's gonna hit Megan different. You know what I'm saying? Just because she's a black woman, I think it's gonna hit her different that she lied about something like that.
Yeah.
Like and as the movement is like, we're trying to protect black women, and you did this to a black man. You know what I'm saying? That narrative, like the way it's gonna go in that news cycle, and then next time anybody even says anything, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you pulling a Megan Thee Stallion? Are you pulling a Megan?" You know what I'm saying? Like it hurts the whole movement of them trying to believe black women. If Tory Lanez is indeed found innocent of this and he walks off, if he walks off from this, I promise you, I'm deleting and never covering Megan Thee Stallion again. Just on the strength of her line like that, because that was unnecessary. Like she could have handled that whole situation. Really wasn't nothing. Like it could have just went away, could have disappeared. But she made it something because her team, Rock Nation, they seen an opportunity to pick her up and become bigger.
Oh yeah, of course.
If for some reason, again, he's found innocent, it's gonna be really bad for a lot of people collectively. Like black women as a whole, black people as a whole too. Like it's gonna look bad on us as a people, and it's gonna look bad on black women just in general, and it's gonna make them as in totality less believable, which shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
All right, and if anybody doesn't have anything else to say, we're gonna talk about getting jiggy with a dead body. Okay. I couldn't say.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, what's Buddy name? What's the old boy name? Hold on. I think I got it. I'm
not familiar with these rappers, so.
Yeah. Goon New. Okay. Goon News.
A DMV rapper. That's what I know. Yeah.
Goon News. I don't know. Oh, he's a DMV rapper. Okay. Goon News. Okay, he's a DMV rapper. Okay, he was killed on March 18th. Okay, was recently. Okay, this was on Sunday. Okay, so he died March 18th, and on Sunday, his dead body was in the club, posted up, clubbing with the people. Who approved this shit? Who approved this shit? If I would have walked in that club and seen a dead nigga, I'm either going, bro, who rose you from the dead? And if bro don't move, bro don't speak back, I'm like, yo, hey, this is a health code violation. That guy.
But also, let's add.
Their body when you serve food and drinks.
Also, let's add 1. It was $40 to get in. 2. It was packed to the max. It was packed to the max with people in there clubbing with this dead body.
Niggas ain't shit.
So the people who paid this cover charge, did they know this dude was dead?
That's the way they worked it. Like they knew that this was going to be a celebration of this rapper that was killed. And it was people in there talking about, look how crowded it is, and taking videos and shit of his body. And he's propped up, like it looked like they're trying to stand him up, like he's propped up against like some kind of stand to make it look like he's alive.
Was he already embalmed at least or something?
Yeah, he was embalmed.
Okay. I mean,
just wild.
Yeah, it is why I feel that people during COVID, they watched maybe a little bit too much of that coffin dance meme, and it said we can one up that
flyer. They had a whole ass flyer. It said the final show, Sunday, April 3rd, 2022, from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Bliss, Club Bliss.
I know Bliss.
Terrible people.
I know exactly where Bliss is. It's a trappy club. Trappy.
Y'all are terrible people.
Wow.
But for the public viewing of the body.
But there were some people saying if that's what his family wanted to do and they approved it, like let people celebrate how they want to celebrate. That's people saying.
I mean, I'm just like I said, I told you my thoughts. I feel they took the confidence meme, like we could one up that. That's how I feel. That's what I'm sticking to it. And I'm just like, whoa. But like Ashar said, is if everybody knew about it and that's what they wanted to do, and maybe they used the proceeds to pay for the funeral costs, and
maybe. Because if you're charging $40 a person, and that place looked like it had to have a good 1,000 to 2,000 people in there, that's enough to cover the costs.
And some.
What in the Illuminati was this shit? Like,
I personally think that regular funerals in general are creepy. Like, I don't even want a funeral for myself. I want to be cremated and then y'all just party and wait or something, right? So to see this dead body in a club of all places, like, no.
My thing is, if the body would have been in a casket and it was a public viewing and it was kind of like a celebration of life and they were partying with the body in a casket, cool. The fact that it's standing there, like, really threw the whole vibe off for me. That's it. No,
and everybody's unfazed. In this video, everybody's unfazed in the video. Like, nobody is.
One of them dudes, he tapped his friend. He's like, bro, like, I don't think that's what he was expecting.
Yeah, like, I think maybe
one dude, I seen one reasonable person in the whole video. He was like, nah, like he had that dog look.
Yeah, maybe people thought it was gonna be like a fake, or because I think maybe people they just want to show up just as like, no, this can't be real, and then they decided just to show up still too.
Yeah, because it's different, like what you're saying. Like it's different when you're celebrating somebody's life lost, and then you know in your head you're like, oh, we partying up, you know, in love and memory, and then you walk in and his body is actually there. I would have been traumatized, bro. I would have been so traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not for it. I'm not for it, and I'm not going to pretend like I support it at all. Like that's egregious. Okay.
Yeah.
Egregious. No, there should be.
I really wish I didn't.
You got a real DJ. Like there's a DJ spinning records. People got drinks in their hand. There's sections. It's literally the club plus a dead body.
I really wish I didn't watch it. I really wish I didn't watch the video on Discord because, like, when you sent the other footage, I was like, "Where's the body? I don't see the body." And then I watched that one. It is like they did a whole scan from his feet to his head. And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, they put a crown on his head.
Yeah, Yeah, that's some creepy shit. There is no like if I walked in the club and I saw that, I would immediately run out the club. Be like, nope, you ain't got to worry about me.
Man, look, I'm walking out. I'm never returning. I'm never looking back.
Matter
Like
of fact,
I'm judging everybody that's in there. I might block all my friends that stay.
Matter of fact, like I first of all, Bliss is like in the trap of the trap, right? So I would never go to Bliss, but I'm gonna keep that in the back of my mind now. Like I'm definitely not going to Bliss now.
That shit demonic, man. Dancing in front. Like you can see people twerking in the back. Like, bro, the homie is dead up there, and there's folks twerking and shit. Like, what the fuck is going on?
But I mean, it could have been his wishes. Like when I die, I want to be propped up in the club and they party for me or something.
Man, look, there's no way to confirm that though. They just can say that to cover their ass. There's no motherfucking way. I do not think he was like, yo, I want people to go to Club Bliss and turn up with my dead body posted up, watching them.
Maybe that's just, well, now we'll never know. So all I could say is that
I will say that this isn't the first time I've seen something like this. There was another, I don't know if he was a rapper or what. He was a guy who passed away, and it wasn't at a club, but it was like at the viewing. Instead of having him in the casket, they had him propped up in the corner, like he was just a normal dude. Like it was really weird. They had shades on him, and they had like.
No.
But the way they had him staged, like you really would not know he was dead unless like. Oh my gosh. It's some weird people in the world. It's some weird people in the world.
Oh my God.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know what else to say. So y'all got anything y'all want to say to the people?
At my funeral, I will be in my casket if I've been embalmed, or I'm gonna be cremated.
I'll be cremated. I just want y'all to show up.
But I'm gonna be in a receptacle of some kind, and you would not be dancing with me. We're not gonna go somewhere like that too. Just oh god damn. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, it was great hanging out with you guys too. Jada's still a prick. Megan and Tori need to just go away. Don't dance with dead bodies. And Michael Jackson is the GOAT.
Yeah, I mean, he summed it up. When I die, I will be cremated. I don't even like. I think in general, funerals are just very morbid and dark and creepy. And I don't know who the fuck came up with that whole ceremony. Oh, let's show up and look at this person who's not themselves anymore, laying in a casket in a nice outfit. Like it's creepy as fuck to me. I've never liked funerals. So when I die, I will be cremated. I want y'all to show up and remember me and wear all white and turn the fuck up on the beach or something and let my ashes go in with my ancestors and like what's his name said. But anyways, yeah, what he said. MJ is the GOAT. Jada ain't shit, and I'm tired of hearing about this Tory shit.
Okay, so yeah. So my thing is okay. So yeah, I agree with y'all. Michael Jackson is the GOAT. I'm having a stand. If I have a funeral, it's gonna be whatever my family at the time decides that it's gonna be. But I'm going to explicitly put in the will that if you have my body posted up in a club, you forfeit everything.
I'm gonna come back and hurt your ass.
You forfeit everything. Everything. There will be nothing left to you. Okay, including the house. All of it is forfeit. It's going to charity. Random charities. They can take your pick. They can all take pieces of the house. I don't give a damn. Y'all not getting shit if y'all do that shit.
Oh man.
We don't dance with dead bodies, okay, around here. We're not doing it. That's demonic. That's sick. Okay, I can't get behind it. That's some Illuminati mess. Megan and Tori, I hope to God this trial just expeditiously finishes. Like, I want this to be wrapped up by the end of the month or May at the latest. Wrap this up. This has been going on long enough. Wrap it up. And then Jada, Will, she don't love you. Get a fucking divorce. She don't love you. She loved Tupac. Okay, did you see that little note from Willow? Bam. She got your daughter writing notes to her dead ex. Her dead ex. And even though she be saying they ain't did nothing, I think that's cap. I think that's cap. Pac blew that back out and she fell in love. And then now she can't have him. And she's still sick. And she's still comparing you to a man that died in 95 or 96. Let that go, bro. It's been over 25 years.
25 years.
Let her go have fun with her Ouija board, okay? Ouija board and vibrator. She'll have a great time.
Well then, okay.
Ooh, tell us how you really feel.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
don't forget to follow Char at Free Spirited Char.
No. What?
No, I'm just laughing at myself. And what he said, he's like, "Oh, tell us how you really feel." I'm like, "Yeah."
I mean, I'm with him.
Yeah. If you want to follow my exploits in Florida, go ahead and follow, Type X Thrills on Twitter and Instagram. Probably a video coming out on the YouTube.
Yeah, y'all go follow them for sure. Okay. Yeah. Homeroom with Smooth exists on Instagram and every other platform that you can think of. At Homeroom with Smooth. If you want to follow me, I'm at What's Up Smooth on Twitter and on Instagram because that was my OG name and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, hey, this has been episode 118. We don't dance with dead bodies. And y'all have a great one. Oh my God.